Today we'll solve the NSO set B from the year 2014 for class 2 students. Let's start with the first section of logical reasoning. The first question needs us to find the missing figure in the given figure pattern. This is the figure pattern here and you need to find this question mark from these given options. Try to guess. Well, were you able to guess this? So, to identify a pattern, you should look at the set of figures that are repeated, which is here and here. And if you look in both the patterns, the second figure is the missing figure, that is the square inside a circle, which is option A. Next question is, 3 out of the 4 figures form a group. Identify the figure that does not fit into the group. Well, were you able to identify the pattern? Now, if you look at each figure, it has 2 parts. An inside shape that is partitioned, so the number of partitions of the inside shape and the number of sides of the outside shape. Now, if you look at it, for the first option, both are equal because the partition inside has 3 partitions and the sides is 1, 2 and 3, and hence these two are equal. Similarly for B, here also we have 4 and 4 for both of these, that is 4 partitions in the inside figure and 4 sides in the external figure, which are equal. Now let's hold C, let's go to D. Well, here also there are 6 partitions in the inside figure and 6 sides in the external figure, and both are equal. Now coming back to C, well, here the internal partition has 4 and the outside figure has 5 sides, which is not equal, and C does not form a part of the group. Next question. There are dash squares and dash circles in the given figure. Can you guess the number of squares and circles? Here are the options given. I'll allow you some time. Here, start counting the squares first. So let me expand this figure and let's start counting. So here the outermost square, then the inner one, then the inner one, and then the innermost. So that is 4 squares here, and then the 4 windows which are squares. So in all there are 8 squares and there's only one option with 8 squares, hence we can choose D to be the right answer. Next question. Ravi is taller than Sumit and shorter than Ansh. Ansh is shorter than only Pratik. Remember the only. Who amongst them is the tallest and shortest respectively? Your options are given. Try to get the right answer. Well, pause the video if you need more time. But let's solve this together. Now let's read the first sentence where it says Ravi is taller than Sumit and shorter than Ansh. So let's look at the first part. So let's have Sumit here and Ravi here. So Ravi is taller than Sumit. Now let's go to the second part which says Ravi is shorter than Ansh. So here I have my Ravi and Ansh will be taller than Ravi and hence is placed on left side. Now Ansh is shorter only to Pratik. So who's taller than Ansh? It is Pratik. And out of the 4 we can clearly say that Pratik is tallest and Sumit is shortest. That's your answer D. Next question. Garima celebrates her birthday on the next day of 3rd Saturday of September. The calendar is given here. On which date she will be celebrating her birthday? The options are given here, and here is your calendar. Try to get the right answer. Well, let's see this. Now, Garima celebrates her birthday on the next day of 3rd Saturday of September. For these questions, always start from the last part of the sentence. So it says 3rd Saturday of September. This is September, this is Saturday, 3rd is 1, 2, 3. So 20th is the third Saturday of September and she celebrates her birthday next day of this date. So she celebrates on birthday on 21st. So our right answer is option B, that is 21st September. Next question. Complete the number pattern given below. Here is a number pattern and you have to find out what is the number in this question mark. The options are given here. Try to solve this. Well, were you able to identify the pattern? It's simple. Look carefully. Now, if you traverse from if you traverse from left to right, you notice that each ball reduces by 4. So 28 minus 4 is 24. 24 minus 4 is 20. And hence the remaining should also reduce by 4. And let's look at the direction on the other side. When you traverse from right to left, it is all addition by 4. So if we add 4 from 12 or if we subtract from 40, we will get the number in question mark, which will be our option B, 16, because 12 plus 4 is 16 and 20 minus 4 is 16. Next question. Latika had collected 6 equal sized squares and 1 rectangle for her maths project. Identify the solids she formed with the collected material. Your options are given below. So she has 6 equal size squares and 6 equal size squares form a cube. And then she has a rectangle. So with the rectangle she would form this cylinder. Hence our answer would be option A. Next question. There are dash equal groups of 6 cherries. Look at the cherries grouped here and find what would this dash be from these options. Well, clearly in this figure what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 bunches with 4 cherries each. And now what they are asking us, if we make bunches of 6 cherries, then how many bunch will that be? Well, it will be the same number, that is 4 here. So our answer here will be 4, which is option D. Next question is we have this triangle sitting on a circle with the number 6, which is related to a circle sitting on a triangle with the number 0. If this is a relation, then this relation with a triangle sitting on a rectangle with 6 is related to what? The options are given here. Try to think and get the right answer. I hope you were able to crack it. So let's look at the figure. Now here what is happening is the number of sides of the above figure is doubled and written in the figure below. So that is why here it has 3 sides and circle has the number of doubling of these 3 sides, that is 3 times 2, which is 6. So similarly for circle it has 0 sides and the number in the triangle below is 2 times 0, which is 0. Similarly the next figure where it has 3 sides and rectangle below is double the number of sides of the above figure, which is 6. So going by that pattern, our right answer is option C, because the number of sides of rectangle is 4 and the number below in the triangle is double the number of sides, which is 2 times 4, that is 8. Next question. Identify the shape that is exactly embedded in figure X. These are the options here. Try to get the right answer. Well, if you observe carefully, it is this triangle which is your option D, that is exactly embedded. Well done with the logical reasoning. Let's head to the science section. The first question here is, a teacher asked her students to write a heading for the given poster. Here is the poster. Among these students, which student gave the most appropriate heading for the poster? Try to see the poster and choose your right answer. Well, the poster says do not kill animals, that is saving wildlife, grow more trees, save trees, and keep the air clean and keep the water clean. So, actually, all of this is required to save the earth. So, Meena's title is the right title. The next question reads, study the given diagram regarding two kinds of plants X and Y, and then select the correct example for both kinds. So let's see what they say about X and Y. So the property for X is that it takes support of other objects to grow, and the property of Y is it grows along the ground. And the common property between both of them is that both have weak stem. So based on this, identify what are X and Y and choose the right option. Well, were you able to identify what are X and Y? Let's look together. X, that takes support of other objects to grow, is called a climber, and Y, which grows along the ground or creeps on the ground, are called creepers. So these are the two plant types and both have weak stem. Now let's look at our options. So here we have three of the plants that do not come in climber or creeper category. First is hibiscus, which as you can see is a shrub. It has a strong stem and can support. Next is mint, which is a herb. Now this also does not have a very strong stem, but it is strong enough to make the plant stand on its own. And the third is cactus, which also has a stem on which it can stand. So A, C and D are wrong options. Definitely B, which is pea and cucumber. Let's look what is pea and what is cucumber. So Pea is a climber because it needs support to grow, and cucumber is a creeper because it just creeps on the ground. So our answer, option B, is the right answer. Next question. Which card contains food that is actually edible seeds of the plant? Is it A, the corn cart, B, the potato cart, C, the carrot cart, or D, the cabbage cart? Try to pick the right answer. Well, let's look at options B, C and D first. B, which is potato, is the stem of a plant. It is not the seed. Carrot is the root, and cabbage are the leaves that form the food, and it's not a fruit, does not contain seed. It's only corn that we eat, which are nothing but the seeds of the plant. Hence the right answer is option A. Our next question is on match the column. So we have column 1 and column 2, and you need to select the correct matching option. Take your time, read all the columns, and then go for the matching. So the first one says a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. Well, this kind of a land where the land is surrounded by water is an island. So 1 is to D. Next one is a very high land. Very high land means it is on a very high altitude or height, which will be E, that is a mountain. Third one says a piece of land between two hills or mountains. So this particular piece of land is called a valley. So my 3 is C. Let's do the fourth one. It says a large area of flat land. Flat land is what? Well, it is a plain. So my 4 is B. And finally, E says a large area of water surrounded by land, and the only water body here is lake. So this is A. So we have 1D, 2E, 3C, 4B and A, which is option D. Next question. Select an option which on unscrambling gives the cry of a wild animal. So unscramble this and choose the right answer. Well, when you unscramble it, you will get the sounds made by different animals. So neigh is option A, which is the sound made by horse. Ba is the sound made by a sheep or lamb. C, when you unscramble, you'll get growl, which is the sound made by a lion. And D, on unscrambling, you'll get bark, which a dog makes. And the only wild animal is growling, which is option C. Hence, growl is the cry of a wild animal. So now we'll take a break here. For the remaining questions, look in the link in the video description below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. So till we meet again, take care.